wonderful people, back with you again. This time I'm gonna share not a Pilates workout but a bit more of a backyard workout. So I'm gonna be about 20-30 minutes, so a bit more of a something that you can do as a high intensity workout, I suppose. I've been seeing a lot of options during isolation of workouts you can do inside your home. However, especially in Australia at the moment, we're about to come into winter. So I just want you to understand that the best thing that you can do and that you can control at the moment for your immune system is vitamin D. Today is a beautiful sunshine day, and the best thing you can do right now is to be outside in that sunlight as much as possible. Because come into winter, when it's cloudy more, when it's rainy more, when it's cold and you don't want to go outside, that's when your immune system is going to suffer. That's when your mental health is going to suffer. Vitamin D helps with not just our immunity but also our emotional well-being as well. So be outside as much as possible. So this workout is of course going to be outside. I will be giving you options for equipment choices. Obviously everyone's backyard is different, so we're just going to be utilizing what is in my backyard, but I'll be giving options for things if your backyard doesn't necessarily look like this. Okay, so let's get into it. We'll start with a little bit of a warm-up. So if you've got minimal space, have a bit of a run just on the spot. If you've got more space, then you can utilize the space. Alright, so just to start getting that heart rate up. Okay, start to drive the knees a little higher, starting to awaken up through those hips and through your glutes. Then we're going to lift up one leg, start to open in through the hip, especially if you've been sitting. I'm always going to focus on the hip a bit more. If you've been sitting more, that's going to be really tight, so we want to open it up. So feel that length from the hip all the way down to the knee. We're still warming up, so I don't want you to hold it too long. So hold for a breath, kick out, and back up. This is sometimes difficult for people to do, to hold on. So even if you're just hands to the hips, kicking out and up, or you can use a bench or something to place your foot if it helps. You can also hold on to clothing as another option. So about 6 on this leg, and then to the other side. So grounding first, find your balance, feel the length, feel that start to open, and then kicking up. Up to the side of the legs. So stepping out, we're going to lunge down, watch that the toes face straight ahead and the knees not coming in or out here. Sinking the hips, keeping your posture still lifted upright, so watch you're not folding forward or pressing your hips forward. So just sinking into that leg. Small little pulse, and then to the other side. Little pulse. Try and go a little deeper into the stretch as you feel the hips start to relax. Beautiful. One more to each side. Wake up through a bit of more rotation. So ease into this, especially if your back's a little tender. We're going to start with one hand bending the knee and then just reaching across. You don't have to go to your toes, to your ankles, wherever you can reach, and feel from your center that rotation. So assist that to lift and looking up to the hand up. So come a little deeper if you can. And then from the other side, from the center, rotating. Nice. All right, again, still focusing on the hips. I want to step in, lunging across. I'm going to press the back heel down. So pressing the back heel down so that my calf and my hamstring can stretch out a little bit as well. Lunging forward. Step in. This time bring your toes up towards you. So start to activate through the foot activate through the calves and the hamstrings. Hips stay square and center, and then with your hands reaching straight forward. So come up, lunge over, take the hands up, lengthen out through that posture, and back. The other side. So bending into the front knee, watch your knees not coming in or out, toes stay straight ahead, and pressing the back heel down, opening the front of that hip, lunging forward. We've warmed up our bodies a little bit. Stroke out through the shoulders if you like, or just lengthen through the spine, so chin to chest, rolling down. Bend the knees if you need, and slowly coming back up. Again. Let's get into our first exercise. Okay, first one is going to be for me, utilizing my heel here to run down and back up. I'm going to use the challenge of my wheelbarrow just to add that little bit of resistance. If you also have a hill and would like to do it that way, just make sure if you're holding it that you're not leaning over. You can also use a pram if you're a mama, and you want to make sure that you keep the shoulders relaxed, so not reaching up towards your ears, and keeping that posture nice and upright. So really drive with your glutes and your legs to help you come up, okay? So be really careful. If you feel any tension through the back there at all, then that resistance should be left alone and just focus on the jog itself. If you're not a runner, if you're not feeling that, we'll do a walk. If you don't have a hill, utilize whatever space you have. If you have steps up and down, and doing it, if you don't have the space, probably go for the next minute, 1 to 2 minutes, all right? I'm just gonna go up and back 3 times, okay? So just quick and simple. Ready? Don't trip over chestnuts. Nice and cruisy down. My beautiful swing. If you have a swing at home, then utilize that. If you don't have a swing at home, I'm also going to show you an option on the ground to do this, okay? So if we've got this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen up through my core and start to open up my airways, assisting my posture, strengthening up through my arms and through my back, okay? So what it looks like, we place both hands on the swing and then pressing the hips back. We want to maintain that connection through the core. So make sure your hips come with you on this. It's like going into a plank. So press out. Just to where you can control that movement, okay? So watch that you're not dipping through the back or pressing the butt out, just controlling that movement. Beautiful. You should feel that very strong through your abdominals there and through your core to keep you nice and centered and controlled, and supporting through your back. If you feel any tension through the lower back, that's where maybe you're going a little bit too far pressing out, or we need to change to the regression, which I will show you now. So with this one, you either want to be on your knees or from a plank position on your toes. So from your knees, we're walking out in front. Make sure that your hands are slightly more in front than your shoulders, and your hips are forward than your knees. Because if we're fully in quadruped, then you're going to leave your butt behind. All right. Same thing on the swing. Watch that you don't lower through the hips there or press the butt up. And you're just going to walk forward to where you can control that movement. And walking back. Utilizing the breath. Progression up before you go to the swing. Walk forward. Watching slippery ground. You listen to your body, what's happening. For my valley friends, winter is coming. So it is a time to start collecting and splitting wood here, especially if you have no other form of heating. So this is going to be a favourite definitely for my partner, knowing that I'm splitting some wood. If you don't need to split wood, if you're worried about your back, if you haven't been shown how to do technique, please don't jump into just doing it now. Other option is grabbing a weight. For me, I have a rock. What we do is split our feet about hip width apart. We're going to hold the rock with two hands, nice and controlled, or whatever weight you may have. And I'm going to, like I'm paddling, so if you do stand-up paddleboarding or anything like that, shift my weight to one side, lift, moving from the center, nice and controlled through your core, lift up, and then down through the center. All right, shift the weight, inhale, exhale, come down. Inhale up, shift the weight, nice and control. Watch your shoulders aren't coming forward and you're not reaching down. Lift up, centering down. Really strong for the back, really strong for your core, keeping you nice and stable. Now I'll show you the splitting of the wood. Let's see if I can split it. So we want to hold your wood splitter up at the top. Like I said, if this is not something you've done before, please don't do it now. Other hand just at the bottom. I'm going to lift up, so again transferring the weight, and then as I come down, my hands are going to come together as that's going to come straight down. Alright, so nice and slow motion. So I lift up, lots of time sitting, especially. Obviously that's going to affect your posture, so I'm utilizing a tree to help lengthen out my body and just realign the spine. If you've got any kind of hanging space, then I suggest that you use that. Or you can also do this lying on the ground and just lengthening out through the body, taking a few deep breaths in and exploring where the arms can go just to open those airways. And either keeping my feet on the ground or taking them off, just letting myself hang, slightly pulling up through the shoulders. Just taking nice deep breaths, feeling the spine lengthen. To challenge this further, I'm gonna also start to climb, so pushing through the feet a little bit more. Again, a really nice one to strengthen up through your whole body and your core. The main thing I'm encouraging you all to do throughout these workouts is to explore. Explore what is surrounding you and explore what is you're feeling within inside you, and utilize your space. Your backyards can be an extension from your whole body. It's where, if you're growing plants, literally the nutrients from your soil is coming back into your bodies, and so we're giving back out. So have a play. So have a play. We're isolated. You can do this safely. You're getting outside, you're getting that vitamin D. Just enjoy the spaces that we have that you don't maybe usually have an opportunity to get to know. So use those exercises or have an explore through your own backyard. If you can be creative with your body and what is around you, You don't necessarily have to do the ones I just did. But I'll keep giving out some options each week as well. So that's my little workout. Have a really nice stretch after, and just some time to enjoy your surrounds. So focusing when you are cooling down on releasing and relaxing the muscles that we've just used. So think about And for me, I like to do a bit of a standing meditation just to enable myself to notice my heartbeat, to notice my breath, and just allow my nervous system and my muscles throughout my whole body just to now ground, stop, and calm. Thank you all for joining me and watching. Please get outside, down onto your bodies, and keep bringing love to yourself. Keep moving in a way that is not forceful and that is not placing more tension on yourselves. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling stressed, then doing a workout that includes some high intensity work or some strength-based exercises probably isn't going to be the best thing for you. Because we're always looking for that balance. What you're probably needing in your bodies is to be more gentle, to be more soft, and to start giving yourself permission to relax and unwind. Alright, so this is definitely an option for you to explore and to know what is available to you in your own backyards. But please always listen to your bodies, because that's what's telling you what's right, what's wrong. So good luck, enjoy, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.